Hello friends, thank you for watching this video. This was Monday, Columbus Day, and Saturday we were home long enough to mess up, but not long enough to clean up. Sunday my husband was working on a little house project. It's on one of those, I just kind of get distracted even if I'm not helping him. Anyway, I got a little behind on stuff because it wasn't our typical weekend. We usually stay home on the weekends, and this weekend was just busy for us. It's about 11, 12 o'clock now, and I've showered and ate my breakfast at this point, took my medicine, and I did babysit a couple of the grandkids, and they've gone home now, and I'm going to tackle this house. I'm going to start in my daughter's room because she's in the bathtub right now, and that's a perfect time to freshen up her room. So we're going to get this bed all cleaned up. I'm going to strip it down to the sheet. I had just changed the sheet not long ago. She usually keeps a comforter. She even sleeps on top of a comforter. So we're going to get it down to there. And that big worm there keeps stuff from falling behind that bed because that bed's kind of hard to scoot out and get stuff if it falls behind it. And she's constantly losing her remote there. So we just put big worm there and he serves a purpose. My daughter does have autism, and that gray blanket there is a weighted blanket. And it does require some muscle to get that thing on there, but she does like it. And then as I'm putting this pillow on, I see it looks like she spilled, I think, ketchup or something. Had got it rubbed on there, so we're just going to change that out for her. These stuffed animals, just kind of rotate them in the wash whenever they need it. But today I'm just going to spray a little air freshener. I started to say disinfectant. I was out of disinfectant, but this is a little air freshener. Just changing the scent in the house just sometimes just feels good. I can tell I've been distracted now because she's got all these dishes. So mom's been away and the dishes did stay, kind of speak. But she's, like I said, in the tub, and I'm not going to pick that battle today. So I'm just going to take those dishes and put them away and do a little mom cleaning in here. Although it's not really a deep cleaning, it's more of a straightening. She does like to eat in here. I think it's her favorite place in the world. And I'm just going to vacuum it out and get those crumbs out. I keep a blanket there to keep the crumb control down as far as in the chair. I don't have a long enough blanket right now that's clean, but I'm going to put this shorter one there. And as soon as one of those gets washed, I will be replacing it. Now we're fixing to move on to the floor. I'm going to get those straws out of the floor. I do refill those Swiffer bottles with cleaner, and I got this one leaking because I think I broke the seal on. So you just saw me do the towel shuffle there. Now I'm going to poke all that in the wash and get that started. Now we'll peek in on Miss Chloe and see what her room looks like. She's just got out of the tub, so she's all clean and the room is too, so we can move on to the kitchen. And whatever happened to the video of me taking that table runner off and stuff, I do not know. But we'll get the island wiped down and we'll get started on these dishes. I just did a couple clips of the dishes. I figure everybody has seen enough of that. The sandwich maker had got left out over the weekend, so I'm just going to wipe it down and put it away. I need to get my grill scraper out and use the back of it, you know, the little razor blade looking part, and scrape my stove. That's what I usually use to clean it, but that's not going to happen in this video. I'm going to wash my little drainer out and change my dish towel and all that before I get started on this pile of dishes here. I had 4 hours of footage on this, and I got it down to 14 minutes, I think it is. So if you see something like that air fryer basket, yeah, I cleaned it off and took the basket out. It just didn't make the cut. But anyway, just like that, we've got the dishes done, and I'm going to clean out this sink. My sink is slightly damaged if you see it melted there because I had a brain lapse and put a hot skillet in a fiberglass sink. Yeah, don't do that. My husband come home from work and he picked up the living room, and I'm like, "You're messing up my content." And he said, "Well, I'll drag it back out if you want me to." And I'm like, "Oh, no, that's okay. We'll do something else." We're going to get all these things back in their home now. This is the next day. I cooked supper and washed dishes and did the basics last night, and I've also straightened up what I did yesterday. I've re-straightened that. And I didn't get the bed on camera yesterday because it's already made, so I'm going to do it today. I've got just a little bit of time before the 2 grandbabies that come yesterday come back today because yesterday was Columbus Day and most things were closed up in town, so Mom didn't get all of her errands done. So they're going to come see Nana again, and I'm trying to just get as much done as I can because once they get here, Nana's all about them, and they are all about Nana. And Miss Chloe is in the mix too. I'm going to pull out the vacuum cleaner, and that will wind up the bedroom, and now we're going to get to the hall bathroom. This is an older mobile home, and we have remodeled so much of it, but we've not remodeled everything. And this bathroom is one of the ones that has not been redone yet. So it will get done eventually, but I just don't know when, but it will get there. I've been swapping out these 2 scents. It's balsam and spruce and embers and sandalwood. They smell really good from the Dollar General. Now my grandkids are here, so there they are. Now they have left. They stayed just a little past lunch. Go by the state living room. They've had a pretty good time. I'm just going to pick that up. Sometimes they pick up before they leave, but today I'm just going to pick that up for them. Tell me why all kids eat sandwiches down the middle. And y'all, I just got this table just really shiny on the top, but I forgot to wipe the middle or the sides. So I don't know. What was I thinking? Oh well, the part I did wipe looks pretty good, so we'll just go on. I'm going to pull out the vacuum cleaner again and get the couches vacuumed off, the vacuum lines going. I love vacuum lines, and I like looking at the video of the vacuum lines right here. I'll get that. You know, the end of my couch should get slightly wrinkly. I can pull it out if I need to, but I just cover it with that Afghan most of the time. And we got the pillows back on. It's pretty good in here. He's always scratching that off. I cleaned the trash and took it out to the dumpster my husband made. I thought he did an excellent job with it. Now that first cleaner, so now we're on to Family Guard. This is my trash cabinet. It used to have an extra piece on it, but I had my husband take it out because trash and stuff would get stuck under it all the time. So we're going to put up some dishes, just a few clips. Got the kitchen back clean again for day 2. So we're going to go on and we'll get over to the washer and dryer. And my Velcro's going off my umbrella, so I'm never going to remember to sew it. So I just clipped it up so it would hang up and get off my dryer because that's where I like to fold clothes, either that or on one of the beds. If I don't put Puffy Ruckus's food on the freezer, then the dog will get it. So when my daughter came, she brought me this little towel that was sent from the kid's other grandmother. So thank you, Mama. I really love my towel. It says Nana's kitchen never runs out of kisses and cookies. It's day 3 now coming up, and I'm putting in a load of laundry. I'm going to start in the back of the house now. I think I've worked from left to right. Starting in the bathroom, I've got some stuff for Puffy Ruckus's litter box. I'm not going to record me cleaning the litter box, but the magic of YouTube happens clean. And I'm going to get those rugs, get them prepared to wash, washing my hands. We'll get this vanity cleaned off. Me and my daughter both use this bathroom. My husband uses the other one to get ready. But we use this one, and it can get out of sorts when we're like rushing around trying to get ready. I say rushing around. My daughter never rushes. I rush her up. I'm going to break this in half sections. So I cleaned off half, rinsed my rag. We're going to clean off the other half, just put all of our stuff away. I really like this method of cleaning glass. I really struggled with cleaning glass, so I'm going to just wet this microfiber cloth and wash the window down. Give it just a few seconds, and then you'll see me change towels. I've got a yellow one that's dry, and I'm going to wipe it off that way, and that really worked. The mirror turned out to look really well. And now I'm going to get over here to this laundry sink, and there's nothing pretty about it. But it does serve several purposes in this house. So I've got it wiped down. I did pull out some bleach. I know it's not for everybody, but sometimes I got to use some bleach around here. Mop soaked in that while I do the shower. Angles for the shower is terrible. So a few clips there. And then Puffy Ruckus has the name Ruckus for a reason. Keeps pulling my flowers off my wall art. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to put it back up there and clean off the tub a little bit, change my trash bag. It was about right here where I got to feeling bad. I had to stop and take a break. Realized I had not taken my blood pressure medicine, so I got that took and sat down for a minute, and I'm back. going to wipe down this commode, get it disinfected with some bathroom cleaner. I am using a bathroom foaming cleaner here. I'll give that commode a swish. This is actually the master bedroom, but it's my office now. Nobody really sleeps in here, and the cat sometimes sleeps on that bed, but other than that, nobody sleeps in here. I was playing around with making a sewing pattern for a Bratz doll, and that's all over my desk. Anything like that makes a mess, so I'm just going to take anything to do with that doll or that pattern and put it away. I also found some instructions for a purse to make. See a little piece of tape where I actually cut it off the doll. I use that for my pattern sometimes. So anyway, now I'm going to disrupt the cat. Well, back to this being the master bedroom. When we first moved here, the two oldest girls was still in school, so they each used those bedrooms, and Chloe was not born yet. Been here 18 years. So over the years, we've had this or that family member stay here. It just seems like we ended up on that end of the house, and I'm good with that now, and I don't want to move back because Chloe is on that end of the house. It's hard to hear her holler something in the middle of the night. So I'm just going to continue to stay in that side of the house, although my clothes and stuff is in this closet. My husband's clothes is in the closet in the bedroom that we use because his bathroom is over there, and I use this bathroom, and that's closer to my clothes. Chloe's clothes are in her closet as well, so we're fortunate we each have our own closet. Finally got my little table situated like I want it. The next room was the dining room. You can see that this tablecloth has seen its better days. PR is finally about broke from getting on the table. I could replace that now and it not look so bad, but he's not the cause of it being faded. Every time I wipe it with some cleaner, it fades a little more. If I ever get out my autumn stuff, I'll change it then. Funny story, nothing deterred him from getting on that table and just hanging out there. I noticed he was eating my spider plant as well. I'm like, why is he doing that? I looked it up, and apparently spider plants can put off a catnip type feeling. So they like to eat the spider plants because it gives them a feeling of blissfulness or playfulness. And that's why I could not deter him. So when I moved that, it became pretty easy to keep him off the table. I just run the vacuum cleaner real quick through the whole house. I know I mopped her floor on Monday. This is Wednesday. She does eat in here. So I'm going to just mop through the whole house. That's a win for me because I usually just mop sporadically. Today, though, I got the whole house, and it wasn't a deep mop or anything. I'm going to run a short clip of the before just to remind us what it looked like before. The desk is really bad. Before I got to the dishes, there were plenty more added, so that was actually worse than that. There's the bedroom and bathroom and all of the mess it was. And here's a clip of the bed because it wasn't in the first clip. And now we are here with it all clean and shiny, or as clean as I can get it right now and as shiny as I can get it right now. But everything is looking so much better. I'm really happy with the kitchen and the living room. My bed's made. Chloe's room has continued to be maintained. This was all clips on Wednesday, by the way. With the exception of the next clip coming up, that was a shot of her bed on Monday, just because I didn't get a good shot of it on Wednesday, but it was still made up. You can see that. There wasn't much to clean up in the dining room, honestly. But the chair is still good. The desk is so much better. And the bathroom. Okay, y'all. Next time, we're going to tackle that unexpected remodel. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe.